got a special for you guys today. Considering what's going on in the market right now, what if I go over what I use to time market tops, which are two things: RSI, which you can see here. This is RSI 14 right here. So this is an S&P 500 on a weekly chart. I'm going to try to explain how to do this in 5 minutes, and then the rest of the video, I'm just going to talk about some of my thoughts of what I expect to happen in the market this week. We'll take a little quick look at Bitcoin. So if you're interested in crypto, stay till the end. Hello guys, welcome to another exciting episode of The Rational Investor. This is Julian. We'll start by looking at a weekly chart, and you really want to use a weekly chart because anything lower is subject to a lot of noise. You can go on into lower time frames to see where that turning point is, and I'll show you on a daily chart how I do that, but I always like to start with a weekly. And you can see, you start to see these kind of patterns where you need that first move higher, and then you need that second move. And that's kind of what happened here. And this is where you draw your trend line and you wait for the breakdown of that trend line from the second move, because you need that second point to draw your line off of. Normally you will get that second point. It almost always happens. And you wait until you get a breakdown, and then you get the rebound. And that rebound is usually the market top. So what we're seeing here is honestly a market top. And another way you can look at it, like I talked about going to lower time frames, is you use fibs and you say, okay, here is the bottom of that, and then the bounce. And then where will it go to? And usually it will go up to this 0.886 and then 0.786 level. Those are the levels you can consider from a short standpoint. So there is major potential that this is the top of the market, and this was your breakdown. And you can see how I told you, you can use a daily chart to kind of look at a lower time frame. It has more noise, but it can give you those signals. So you could have used RSI to look at this trend line, and then on the breakdown, that's where you could have exited positions here, waited for the rollover, done it again, right, like this, and then had your breakthrough, and there's your rally. And then you can see, if you go back to the weekly chart, you can see even though price came up to almost the same level, we have RSI not making a similar move higher, which is giving you that essentially that divergence, because price is almost at the same level, but RSI is not even close. And that's where we look at the weekly to show, okay, wow, it's quite a bit lower. That's creating the divergence for us. That's signaling a market top. And on a weekly chart, that's a big deal. Now there is a chance that we could move higher from here, and we could tag 5,900, 5,950. Now, why do I think that? Because again, if I go to a lower time frame, let's get rid of this. Let's make it very clear for you guys to see. All right, we go to like a 4 hour. Here's our W, right? Here's our W, and then confirmation and push higher. So we look at that W, and this is where chaos theory comes in. We're going to put links in the description. Look up chaos theory, learn about it. Nobody uses it in trading, at least that I haven't seen, except for TRI. And this is something we go through in our education programs. We always talk about in the member lounge. If you're not a member, consider signing up, free trial, blah, blah, blah. But look up chaos theory videos. There's some really great videos. I'll put them in the description, and see how this is something that is like a universal thing that seems to affect any chaotic system. And if anything, the market is 100% a chaotic system. And we use a couple different levels. There's 1.618, there's 2.618, which if you watch the chaos theory video, you'll see that those exist there too. And then you have 3. I'm going to get rid of this other line, by the way. You have 3, 3.59, and then your final one is 4.669, which is the chaos number. So you can see how we tagged 1.618, sat there a little bit, then we hit 2.618, and we oscillated around this level, which I've talked about this for weeks. It's doing exactly what I predicted. I said, we're going to tag this, and then we're going to do this. I actually did. I said, well, we're going to do like this. And that's basically what we're doing for the past month. Now, the question is, do we break down from here? And we could, because this is very clear topping signal here, or we have this last bounce to that 4.669 chaos level, and that is the one thing keeping me from saying 100% this is a market top, because a lot of times this chaos level is tagged. It's the final tag before the market just completely rolls over. Now, how would that look with RSI? You're probably saying like, well, you just told me on a weekly chart that if you see price structure looking like this and you see RSI looking like this, then that's the top. Well, not exactly. It needs to confirm below this line here. So what could happen is we bounce like this, and we put in one more low, and we would do like that basically. Let me see this line. I would want to see something like this, or we kind of go above it and we come back in, and that would look like kind of like that, and then a quick reversal, and then that's when we go down. It would make complete sense to run the stops. I don't know why they wouldn't go above the highs. They didn't go above the highs. So this is the other scenario. Now we could just stop here. I'm in a lot of cash. I've exited a big part of my positions. However, there is a chance that we could have that one last push, which commonly happens because of chaos theory and the market wanting to complete this move. And that's what I use to time market tops. It works very well on weekly and monthly time frames. I mean, if we look at we can even go to a monthly here and look at the monthly, and you can see how the monthly doesn't really have a breakdown yet, but it's developing, right? It's kind of a breakdown, and you could get a retest and a touch, but you can see over the past few years, right? There's your steady divergence on a monthly chart where the market keeps reaching these points and getting rejected. So we had multiple points hit, where the last time it was hit was here in 2021, and you had that double divergence. You had that first tag here, then you had the second one higher, and then your major breakdown. So we could get that second tag and then the breakdown. That could easily happen. And then here you can see also that was the tag and then the breakdown, although the market kind of oscillated a bit and didn't cause that final breakdown until here. You had that runaway high, but it was way lower than your original high, even though price was a lot higher. And then you had the massive COVID breakdown and then a subsequent liquidity fueled rally. But you can see how this is just continually falling. Not a good long-term sign for the market. I would be very careful. This could be a massive top. We do have also a TD9 here. I will do another video about how to use TD7, 8, and 9s to improve your trading. That's also a great signaling system, which ironically you can't even get on TradingView anymore. But if you join TRI and you at me, I can give you the TD9 script that I use. I feel like it's an open source script, so there's no reason why you couldn't copy it in and use it. We can take a quick look at Bitcoin. So what's going on with Bitcoin here? Let's look at our weekly chart. Could we have timed the Bitcoin top? Let me get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Look at multiple chaos levels tagged. You see I originally drew this. It seems to be locked, but you can see multiple levels. I'm going to get rid of them since it's confusing. Get rid of this. And let's see how a weekly could have helped us time the tops, right? So something like that. And then basically here was your breakdown. And we've essentially broken down. You can see MACD also rolled over, right? That was your top. And you would have done this as well to give you a better view of that top right here. So there was your road rolled up, and here was your breakthrough. Here was the recovery to that midpoint, and then there was the breakdown. And there's been no bullish reversal sign yet, but you can use it on the other side. So this is right now we're still heading lower. It's still in a bear trend. You are not in a bull trend. Bitcoin's holding very well considering how bad this looks. But once you get on the other side of this trend line, same rule applies. Okay, wait for that pullback, and then boom, there's your entry. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Feel free to comment below, ask any questions, we'll respond, and consider signing up for a free trial at TRI. If you like this video, thumbs up, and we will, if we get over like 500 views, I'll definitely try to do more of these kind of tutorial videos. There's a lot of other things I could talk about. The next one I definitely want to do is about Tom DeMark system. And let me know if you want something like more in depth with like PowerPoints and slideshows, or if you kind of like this informal thing where I just present the chart and you can watch me talk, listen to me talk. All right. Hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you next time.